up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with the surprise reaction for you because we are peeping out someone for the very first time, and that is, drumroll, My Story Animated. Let's go. Now, you guys have been requesting My Story Animated for well over a year, and I thought with summer starting up, why not get a new creator in the repertoire of the rotation of reactions. And today we're gonna be peeping out My Story Animated's most viewed video ever. No one knew I was a famous singer. I'm beyond hyped for this. I love checking out channels for the very first time. But before we jump into it, show My Story Animated some love by subscribing to their channel. And if you enjoy my reaction, smash that subscribe button because it greatly helps. But enough talking. Let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo, woo. Oh, let's go, Sauce Gang. I don't know what to expect other than the title. It's My Story Animated.
Hi, my name is Sasha, and I'm a popular singer with the wealthiest parents in town.
By the way, is this real life, like someone's story and they're animating their life? Is that what this is?
Please like and subscribe. Selling out concerts weekly and dealing with fans around the world might sound
I'm gonna
fun,
be really
but
lost
you
in
know
this.
what's even
Chat,
cooler?
another thing. So does each episode, like week to week, do they all align, or is every story randomly different like, you know, most animators do? Or is it, you know, this week in My Story Animated,
Partying all night long. In the
all
middle of
night
my show,
long?
I escaped with my boyfriend Theo to go to the biggest
Theo,
party
Theo!
ever. But when he pulled over to a helicopter pad, my
Oh,
excitement
they live in
turned
that
to
luxurious
panic.
life.
I thought we were gonna use a yacht. You know I have a phobia of heights, right? It's a 5-minute ride. You're just being melodramatic. Get over it. Get over it?
You never say that to
Enjoy
your
the
lady.
party without this drama
You
queen
never
now.
say that to
Babe,
your lady.
Come on. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I just ignored him and stormed off. As I
Man.
walked back to the city,
The struggles of rich people. I thought we were taking the yacht, not the helicopter.
I noticed a person in a hooded jacket following me. I grabbed my stiletto and yelled at him. Why are you hiding, dude? Are you scared? Don't worry, I don't bite. To my surprise,
I'ma
he just
beat
threw
you
a
up with my
magazine at me and
stiletto.
ran away. What the chocolate fudge? I picked it up and realized
I say that all the time. I don't say chocolate fudge, but I say fudge nuggets.
that it was my magazine, with a death threat drawn all over my face.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for him, I was fearless. The threats kept coming over the weekend. My parents had always wanted to hire a bodyguard for me, but I didn't want some boring old guy to keep following me around.
Get a
This
young,
time,
non-boring
they
guy.
wouldn't take no for an answer. When I finally saw my bodyguard, I almost
This
passed
animation,
out.
the
He was
animation
the
style of
most
this is pretty
exquisite
awesome, chat.
specimen of a man I had ever seen.
It almost has kind of like anime vibes a little bit, right? Like, I'm not saying it's anime at all, but just some of the animation style a little bit.
And he looks
It's very
just a few
unique.
years older than me. Hey, handsome. Are you sure you're a bodyguard and not my next boyfriend? To my surprise, he didn't smile a bit. Rude. You look too young
What
for
was
this
that
job.
look on her
How can I
face?
trust you? Suddenly, a ball from our neighbor came hurling right at me,
Whoa.
and he instantly caught it with one hand. Trust me, I'm really good at my job. You can check my records. Your father has everything you need. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let's go.
Whatever.
He opened the car door for me. And
Whatever.
as I slipped in, I accidentally brushed my shoulder on his chest, and oh my, it felt harder than a rock. When we arrived
That's what she said. I mean, literally, she said that.
at school,
I'm sorry.
Theo didn't look so happy to see me with my young bodyguard. He pulled me aside and said, "Look, babe, I know I
Look,
insulted you
babe.
the other night, but getting back at me by flirting with another guy, how could you? He's my freaking bodyguard. I'm still mad at you for what you did, and now you're accusing me of cheating?" Suddenly, Damon stepped in. Is there a problem here?
Oh,
Stay out of this,
yeah!
man.
Bodyguard
He tried to
versus
push
the
him aside,
boyfriend, let's
but
go!
Damon pounced on him and pinned him to the ground. What the heck are you doing? Let go of me,
Take
idiot.
that, Theo!
Hey, stop it! Damon finally
Piece of
released
crap.
my boyfriend after a minute. As expected, Theo went psycho. I immediately blocked him before he got his butt kicked by Damon. That's enough, Theo. He's just doing his job. Why do you need a bodyguard
Very
when you have
immature,
me?
Theo.
I'm your boyfriend. I'll protect you. A small spider suddenly landed on his shoulder, and he ran screaming. Protect my butt. As I walked down the hall with Damon, girls were literally drooling all over him. He looks more like a model than a bodyguard. He can be the father of my children.
he's
He's
McDreamy.
way more attractive
He's
than
so
Theo.
handsome.
I really
His
want to feel his
chest is
biceps.
chiseled.
These girls sounded so desperate, but they were right. When I reached our classroom, my best friend Tessa came up to me with my favorite coffee. Hey girl, so I brought you your... Damon suddenly snatched it and started sniffing it. He then took a sip and waited for a few seconds before saying, "Clear." As he gave it back to me, Tessa was glaring at him. "Excuse me, did you really think that I'll poison my best friend?" "Just doing my job." Tessa then dragged me to a corner. "So you're giving up your privacy just like that? I can see that he's very..."
Seems like is this show just like nonstop teenage drama? Is that what I'm picking up here? And so I'm guessing this isn't someone talking about their life. It's just a story that they've developed for this, right?
Very attractive, but something about him screams bad news. He even sounds like a demon. You have to get rid of him.
Oh,
ASAP.
Damon's a demon.
Oh, come on, girl. It's just his first day.
Is Damon
Let's
the stalker?
see. But Tessa was right. I didn't have a second of privacy. Damon followed me around every freaking second. He stood behind me
He's like
in
a
all of
ninja.
my classes,
Like
and
a
even in
ninja.
restrooms. It was so awkward. At home, he'd
Oh,
just
that's kinda
stand
creepy.
outside my door, and I never saw him sleep. And worse, he had this permanent ice-cold expression on his face that gave me chills. I had a
It is
recording
ice
event
cold.
one night, and when I reached the studio, a guy came rushing toward me. He was about to draw out something from his back pocket when suddenly, Damon grabbed his arm and twisted it. "Drop your weapon." What? I just wanted an autograph from her, man. Damon let go of the poor guy, and it
Aw.
was so embarrassing. What's the matter with you? I'm a popular singer.
What's going on with her head, dude? What is this? It looks like she's having like a brain aneurysm going on right now
have
or
to
something.
get used to my fans. Just doing my job. Calm down, Sasha. Calm down.
Calm down, Jamal.
Next day at school, Theo kept following me around to apologize, but I still ignored him until he said, "My producer cousin is throwing an exclusive yacht party with some A-listers this weekend.
Oh,
She's a fan
she
of
heard the
yours,
word
and
yacht.
She'd be ecstatic if you came." He had my attention now. Parties were my weakness.
Ooh, and
Not
yachts.
so fast, sweetheart. Hang out with me tomorrow? Okay, fine. Theo requested not to bring Damon to our date tomorrow, so I talked to him in private. "My job is not to leave your side for a minute. So sorry, can't do." He was so firm about this, so I finally gave up and let him come with us. We went to
Oh,
a private
Theo's
movie
not gonna
theater
like
and
that.
watched a super sad movie together. Minutes into the movie, Theo and I were already crying our hearts out, while Damon had no reaction at all. What was he, a robot? After the movie,
heartless
we went to a fancy
robot.
restaurant, and I was having a good
Soulless.
time with the lobster until Theo started forcing himself on me. "Just one kiss, babe. Come on." "Not now, Theo. We're in a public place and people are staring." But he was
And your bodyguard's
persistent.
right there.
Just then, Damon grabbed him and threw him away like a piece of paper. Theo was furious. He grabbed a chair, but before he could hit Damon with it, I pushed him away. "Stop it, right now!" "Your stupid bodyguard started
Struggles,
it. Why
the
don't you tell him
struggles
to
of
get a
your
life and
your
go home to
average
his
teenager.
mommy?" "No, Theo."
Don't you guys hate it when you go to a rich restaurant and your bodyguard beats up your boyfriend? No, I hate it.
You go home. I immediately
You go home,
called him a
Theo.
cab, and when he was finally gone, I turned to Damon angrily. "I know he was being a jerk, but I can handle my personal life. You don't have to interfere every freaking second." He was
doing my
disrespecting your
job.
personal space. "Your job is to keep me safe, not to meddle in my personal matters. Know your boundaries."
point, girl.
Apologies.
You
It
tell
will
him.
never happen again.
Tell
I
him.
actually didn't mind that Theo got the thrashing he deserved, but Damon always being around was just getting on my nerves. A few days later at a concert, I was performing my newest single, and everyone was singing along with me. It felt amazing. Some of them even started climbing up on the stage to join me. Suddenly, Damon jumped in and pushed them off stage. What in the world? He then lifted me and carried me to the backstage, in the middle of my freaking performance. I finally had enough. My parents are paying you to protect me, not to annoy me and screw up my concerts. "Your life is in danger, ma'am. You have to treat everyone as an enemy." That is ridiculous. Whoever sends those stupid threats is probably just some harmless loser. Better to be safe than sorry. I complained to my parents
Damon?
about his behavior, but they praised him for it. But he's ruining my career and even my personal life. He's just doing his job, honey, and that's to make sure you're safe
Rich people
all the
problems.
time. They were hopeless cases, so
RPP.
I resorted to Tessa instead.
Rich people
and
problems.
she came up with a plan. Test his patience, annoy him, do everything you can to make him quit. You're good at that, you gorgeous brat. I love the sound of it, girl.
Just be
You're the best.
super
Of course
annoying.
I am. I stayed up at 4 a.m. that night to disturb Damon in his sleep, but to my surprise, he was already up. I need you to—
So who, is my story animated? Is it a team? Is it a group of people? Facebook, TikTok. Chat, let me know. So, dude, this animation's pretty insane. Like, this is really good. Really good.
to get my favorite Starbucks
So
coffee.
again, I wonder
That's
if it's
not part of my job
my story
description.
animated has to
Do
be a
it,
whole team,
or
right?
I'll make your job harder. Fine. What's your order? 1 iced venti caramel macchiato with 6 shots of mocha, 1/4 non-fat milk, 1/8 almond milk with medium whipped cream, and a caramel drizzle with a rose design on top. In a biodegradable takeaway
That's
cup
how my
with a
oldest
straw.
sounds
Got
ordering
it.
Starbucks.
What? I was just messing with him, but to my surprise, he immediately left. And holy mother of toads, he came back with my exact order.
Holy mother of toads.
Anything else? That's all for now. Later that day,
My bad,
I went to
Damien.
the mall and went
My
on
bad,
a
Damien.
crazy shopping spree, making him carry all my bags to tire him out. But he was like a machine. I entered a clothing store, and as I
Maybe
tried
he
on
is
all
a
the
robot.
prettiest clothes, I kept asking for his opinion, but he wasn't paying attention. Hello? Aren't you gonna give me a compliment or something? Giving an opinion about your outfits is not part of my job, ma'am. Any normal guy would
Wow.
have been drooling at me by now. He must be a cyborg. To get back at him, I faked a sprain and forced him to carry me on his back, but he was still as strong as a freaking tank. Finally giving up,
She likes
I went
him.
to the bathroom.
She likes him,
with
chat.
everything I'd bought
100%.
and escaped through the window. After making sure that I'd lost him, I went to an orphanage and gave out all the clothes to the kids. While I was having fun with them, Tessa sent me some pictures of Theo kissing a blonde girl in a restaurant. At
Oh,
this
no, you
point,
didn't.
I didn't even care.
No,
Theo
you
was
didn't.
trash. I immediately sent him a message and told him that we were done.
We're
He was
done.
the worst
You
boyfriend
suck,
ever.
Theo.
He
You
started
cheating
calling
son
me
of a biscuit.
immediately, so I just blocked him. Problem solved. Later, I
Blocked
went to a local
him.
club to celebrate my breakup, and while I was dancing my heart out, I was shocked to see someone watching me from the bar. Damon! Of course he tracked me down. A cute guy tried to dance with me, and suddenly, Damon came and pushed him away. Hey, listen, buddy, I'm sick of this. If you're gonna keep scaring all the other guys away, you dance with me. I don't mix business with pleasure. Dance with me, or go sit quietly in a corner while I find someone. Before I could poke the guy next to me, Damon suddenly grabbed my hand to dance. Just then, the song shifted to a slow, romantic one, and he pulled me
Oh.
in closer by the waist. It's not so bad, is it? If you say so, ma'am. You can say my name, you know. If you say so, Sasha. He had the faintest smile on his face, and my heart skipped a beat. We slow danced as he looked deep into
I mean, we all saw this coming, right? We all saw this coming. I mean, there's so much tension right there.
my eyes.
So much
And
tension.
suddenly, his face was so close to mine. Just then, he pulled away from me, like he'd had an electric shock. We need to go home. But it's still early. Safety reasons. Ugh, he was so annoying. When we got home, I saw a box sitting on my bed, and when I opened it, lots of rats jumped out and started running all over the room. Damon saw a little note inside, and for the first time ever, it scared me. For real.
For
Someone
real
broke
skis.
into your room. This person means business. We have to be more careful, ma'am. He suggested that I shouldn't go to school for the next few days for safety, and I agreed. One night, my manager called and reminded me of my concert in Paris the next day. It was my biggest one yet, and I had to go. I don't
Uh-oh. I got a feeling something fishy's gonna happen,
think you
chat.
should be making public appearances till we find out who's trying to hurt you. No, I'm not gonna let some creep scare me and make me decide what I should do.
Yeah,
This
dang right. You
was
gotta live
planned
your
in
life.
advance, and all the tickets are
live your
sold,
life.
and I'm not
Hey.
canceling. Damon was forced to allow me, but on one condition. We had to share a hotel room so he could keep a constant eye on me. When we were finally in Paris, I rehearsed my songs all night while he was constantly looking out the window. The next morning, I found him still asleep on the couch when something on the floor caught my attention. A picture of a beautiful girl in his wallet. She looked around my age. I quickly put the wallet away, feeling something weird. Was I jealous? No, of course not. Why would I care if he had a girlfriend?
Because you like
Hours
him.
before the concert,
You like
while my
Mr.
makeup team
Bodyguard.
was working on me, Damon suddenly snatched me away. Can't you just postpone this? It's too dangerous. I told you, I can't. Please, Sasha, just listen to me. I care about you, you know? Oh, do you? I thought I was your only client. Just do your job, which is to keep me alive, and let me do my job, which is to entertain people. And
Yeah,
actually,
get it,
I
Damien?
prefer it when you call me ma'am. You got me? Loud and clear, ma'am. During my concert, I tried not to think of Damon and the death threats, and it was going so well. In the middle of my performance, I saw Damon in the crowd, and he was smiling at me. He looked so lovely. No, snap out of it, Sasha. He has a girlfriend. While I was singing my 4th song, I suddenly spotted a hooded figure in the crowd, and he was aiming something at me. No, no, no. I froze in panic, but just then a strong pair of arms grabbed me and carried me off the stage, and I looked up to see Damon's tense face. Stay here. Don't move. He returned a few minutes later, saying he'd lost the hooded figure. I was still shaking in fear, and he gently picked me up and we returned to the hotel.
You're my
He tucked me into
hero,
bed and sat on a
Damien.
chair close by.
You're
I
so
closed my eyes
manly.
and tried to sleep, feeling safe as he watched over me. Sometime later, I felt him fixing my blanket and gently caressing my cheek as he left. Why did he do that? And why was it giving me a heart attack? When I woke up the next morning, I peeked into the kitchen and smiled when I saw him dancing while cooking our breakfast. It was the first time I saw him looking so human.
Oh,
I felt
she
shy
likes
when
him.
he turned to me. I didn't have any makeup on. That's the first time I've seen you without makeup, and you look even more beautiful than usual.
Oh!
Is complimenting me part of your job now? Maybe. I knew it.
They're
No one
liking
can
each
ever
other.
resist my charms, not even my emotionless bodyguard. I wonder what your girlfriend would say about this. I assume you're talking about the picture of the girl in my wallet. Gosh, was he actually awake that time? He revealed that it was his sister, and they grew up in the orphanage together. He lost her because he'd failed to protect
Wasn't he
her,
just a
and
knight in
that's
shining
why
armor?
He became a bodyguard. She'd always wanted to go to Paris and go up the Eiffel Tower. I suddenly felt brave. Let's go there then, for her. After what happened yesterday, there's no way I'm allowing you to go anywhere. Also, I know from your file that you're afraid of heights. I'm not scared when I have you around. I'll be fine, I promise. He finally agreed, but later as we were climbing onto the escalator at the Eiffel Tower,
Are they
he
falling
must have
in love?
noticed I was nervous. Are you sure about this? We can just go back, you know. No, I can do this. When we reached the top, I squealed.
Dude, chat, you guys know I hate heights. I would struggle going up to the top of the Eiffel Tower. I would struggle. I would do it. I would be anxious and nervous the whole time.
And covered my eyes.
I'd be on the verge of a
You made it
panic
to the
attack.
top. You have to see this view now. I don't know if I can. How about you take a look and we'll go down? But I don't want you to miss this, Sasha. I've got you. Do you trust me?
I got you,
Yes.
babe.
Yes, I do. Okay then. Open your eyes when I say so. I kept my eyes shut as he led me forward, and then suddenly, I felt his arms wrap around my waist. Now. I opened my eyes, and I gasped. I was so close to the edge, and the whole glittering city was in front of me, and I'd never felt safer in my life. Damon? Yes? Have you ever fallen for a client? My smile instantly faded at his answer. No, it would never happen. I can't do my job well if I'm emotionally involved. So, it was just me who was feeling this. He was just being nice to his client. After a week, I had to go
Oh,
back
see,
to
she's
school
got
for the
that
final
heartbreak.
exams. I looked for Tessa so we could study together in the library, but I couldn't find her. I sat down to study alone and let Damon stand by the door so I could focus. Minutes later, he barged in and yelled, "Sasha, look out." To my horror, the huge bookshelf behind me began to fall on me, but Damon leapt forward and pushed me out of harm's way, and it fell on him. He was in the hospital for a week, and despite my parents' protests that I needed to stay safe at home, I insisted on visiting him every day.
Every
One
waking
day, while I
moment.
was in the waiting area, Tessa came to see me with my favorite coffee, but before I could take a sip, a hand suddenly slapped the cup away. We turned to see Damon and a cop beside him, who suddenly put handcuffs on Tessa. "What are you doing, you moron?"
What?
Damon, what's happening? Suddenly, he revealed something that blew my mind. Tessa was the one who'd pushed the bookshelf on me. I'd been keeping an eye on her and studying her. That day, I saw her enter the library from the back door, and I knew she was up to no good. I'm sure your coffee is poisoned too. My best friend was trying to hurt me? Tessa,
What?
why? And suddenly, Tessa turned into a monster because I hate you. You have everything I've ever wanted. Beauty, talent, fame, wealth. Theo,
Can't trust
life is
anyone,
so
chat, not
unfair.
even your
I could've
friends.
gotten rid of
They're
you already
jealous.
If your stupid bodyguard wasn't such a pain.
you're a
She screamed as the
singer,
cop
they
dragged
just
her
want-
away, and
they wanna
I
be
was
a singer
left
too.
Speechless. Damon then pulled me into a hug. Are you okay? I'll be fine. How are
you're
you?
my
I'm
hero.
okay, but I can't be your bodyguard anymore, Sasha. I just can't fight my feelings for you anymore, and it's wrong. If I fire you right now, will you be my boyfriend instead? Without a word, he grabbed my face and finally kissed me on the lips. I took that as a yes.
Bro, let's go. Dude, what is this, chat? What is this? Hold on. So the main thing, a couple of you've requested that I react to.
Hi, my name is Sasha.
This. So the Devilish Angels. Let me know if you guys want me to peep that out. And yeah, what do you guys think? Should I this? I thought this was pretty awesome. You guys know I love animations on this channel. And I've never really reacted to anything that's like in story format. So is this something that comes out week to week, 1 day ago, 4 days ago, 6? So it is. So again, do all the stories align? Like, does everything boom, 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 boom happen in order? Where you could watch it wherever, or do you need to watch it from the beginning? I mean, how long has this been around, dude? Holy cow, there's a lot of these. Wow! Woo! But anyways, I had an absolute blast, chat. Like I said, you know I love reacting to animations. I really enjoy My Story Animated animation style. It's really fun to watch. Her storytelling's awesome. This is definitely more along the lines of you know, teenagers, but it's definitely fun. I enjoyed it. Let me know if there's which other ones you guys want me to peep out. And again, I think we'll do that My Devilish Angels 4-part stories. So let me know. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you show My Story Animated some love by subscribing to their channel. If you enjoy my reaction, smash that subscribe button because it greatly helps. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats. And as usual, we kind of one another. That's all I got. Boom, I'm out. Gonna be love. What a song game. Is that song game?